Hey everybody, thank you so much. If you got here earlier and you missed out, we just had to do a little bit of reboot, some technology issues. But I would love it if you do me a favor. Go to this link below, go to youtube.com/@accesskevin and subscribe to this channel. And if you get there and you've not done so, you can also find that you can become a member. Members get exclusive access to certain episodes that are only privy to people that have signed up for it. I just launched a new 360 video of the show that we did with a flock of seagulls at the caverns in Tennessee. So amazing, cool, exclusive stuff that's only available to members. Also, my friends at 5 Star Guitars are based in Beaverton, Oregon, which means that if you order guitars or accessories and you're outside the Oregon area, but in the United States, there's no sales tax. So you save a bunch of money there. If you go to the link below, go to 5starguitars.com, and you'll find out that you can save 15% by using the promo code when you check out. So use All Access Live and the promo code, and you'll save a bunch of money. So now, I already mentioned this when we first kickstarted, but my beautiful friends in Portland, Oregon have an amazing new music video that they're going to world premiere here in just a few moments. So with no further ado, please welcome Sarah and Tim. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, hey.
Hey. So I'm hopeful, Tim, as we mentioned earlier, that your friends in Australia, which they're 18 hours, I think you said, apart from where we're at right now. So hopefully they're able to jump back on this new channel. So fingers crossed. And the rest of your friends will get to see this world premiere video in just a moment. But if they were here a few months ago and they saw the backdrop, we were talking about the really cool music room that you guys have. Lots of great guitars. There are dedications to a few of the shows in the Portland area, all of which you guys have been performing at. So I see Hairfest and Headliners shows and Rock the Locks there on your shirt, Tim. So let's talk about the mutual projects that you guys have together. We'll work our way back. The most current gig that you guys have tomorrow night at Billy Blues in Vancouver, Washington, with your Alanis Morissette tribute, Infatuation Junkie.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the formation of that and what your guys' decision was to put that one together.
Yeah. I wanted something out of the box and different, and I couldn't think of anything better to kick the door down with than Alanis. I felt like she kind of did that in the 90s, where it was just like heavily male-dominated grunge scene, and Alanis came in with You Ought to Know, and definitely shook things up. And my focus was just to do something that's not only really fun for me to sing. I adore her music, and like we were discussing earlier, all the layers and all the just the complexity of her music, and the poetry of her lyrics. But I wanted something that was also just really fun to sing along with, and for the ladies, we got the 80s spandex covered pretty good in the scene, but I wanted something else for the ladies, well, and the men too, of course. But
Sure. One of the questions I was having for Tim earlier was your position in that band. How because Alanis is a real prominent, dominant figure in that band. You're a real sort of passive secondary role in that particular project. So how do you approach that where you can still feel like you're a confident player, but you can just step back a little bit?
Yeah, no, and thanks for bringing that back up again. Yeah, for me, it wasn't as easy as you would think, coming from, playing a lot of, the dual harmonies in the Iron Maiden tribute and, a lot of the other, the rock style that I typically play. Taking that secondary role was actually an eye opener for me because with Alanis coming on that scene, there was a lot of layers to her music, with all the instrumentation, not just guitars. Sure. And so initially it seemed like it would be something fairly easy, as a guitarist to put together. But as we all know, I mean, some of the greatest bands of all time have been built around a rhythm guitar player. I mean, from my home country, AC/DC, right? Without Malcolm Young's hardcore, rhythm section there, the band would have probably not been as prominent as we know them to be, right? So I felt that was the case with the Alanis music, like a lot of rhythmic things are going on that don't really require intricate lead work. The music itself speaks for itself in the way that those are layered. So it was a challenge and a good one, because I had to take a step back and look at music differently, and not just look at it through that lens of, how can I shred the hell out of this, or lay down some crazy licks on the guitar. It was just more of a reserved but meticulous approach to it.
Yeah, less is more.
And you're able to get your rocks off a little bit, right, when you play music, because you've got Fear of the Dark, the Iron Maiden tribute that you're also doing.
Correct.
You can get your shred in on that, and then you guys are both part of not only the Sarah Moon project with Unexpected Duets and your solo stuff, but you're also playing with Barracuda Heart Tribute as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I got, as I just mentioned, we got to see you guys do that in the Cloverdale Rodeo about a week and a half ago. And speaking of shredding, Sarah, your guitar playing was really prominent in that band. I mean, I was really excited to see how they showcase you a lot. And I was always a big fan of the Nancy Wilson character's vocals, and your harmonies are incredible with Donna in that band playing the Ann Wilson role. But yeah, your guitar playing was really impressive. So is that something that you had to work on quite a bit to amp up your skills?
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate both of those compliments. Getting to sing with Donna is an honor. She's a legend. Yeah, I worked tremendously hard. I didn't actually play any lead guitar before I joined that band, and I've been, I'm still not the lead player, but I was not well versed in that style of playing at all. And they hired me during the pandemic, so I crammed, and then I met the band on stage, and it's been fun ever since.
Right on, man. I've seen some iterations of that band over the years and got to play
Yeah,
with the band
quite a
a little
few.
bit, but it was fun to see in that respect, because the band's based in BC. It was a hometown gig, and I'm so used to seeing both of you guys around the Portland area. But
Right.
but to see you in a different country was special for me,
I
right?
know.
So
It was so
yeah,
nice to look out and see you there, like,
That's
oh,
right.
there's friends.
yeah,
Usually there's a lot
absolutely.
of strangers, but we're making more buddies the more we play. I've been in Barracuda about 4.5 years, I think now. So I've been in Canada quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you watching in Australia or any other place, you may not know that there is a network of tributes in the Portland music scene. The tributes that have really sort of gotten jump started were from Jason Fellman, his network of bands, the JFell network. Um, these bands in particular in the region have sort of expanded. So Jason Fellman expanded with Murray McVeigh up in Vancouver, BC, sort of bridged the gap with Seattle and Canadian bands and some other bands down the West Coast. And they played this amazing festival that we've talked about on the show, Hairfest. Um, it's a
Breakfast.
special thing. There it is. There's that poster. So I'm guessing you guys are performing in a couple of different in lineups on this coming Hairfest this summer. Is that right?
Yeah, Barracuda will be there, but also Fear of the Dark.
Yes.
Nice. That's awesome. If you're watching in Australia and you haven't made plans for the second week of July, you should probably consider it, because it's an amazing festival. And people do fly from all over the world. I've seen people come from different countries, and they make it an annual thing. So it's harefest.com if you want to go and check out that. And but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, Sarah has had this really cool vision. So tell me about the formation and the sort of the origin story for Unexpected Duets.
Sure. So I sometimes can't sleep at night and get harebrained ideas, and I just have to put them into motion. And so it sort of started during the pandemic when people were making those home videos, and just kind of everybody streaming all the time during the pandemic. And I
Right.
said, what if I did a duet? And the original idea was to sing like original music but trade. So like, for instance, I would do one of Tim's songs and Tim would do one of my songs, and like, just kind of just for something different. But the first duet was a song called Summer Girl by the Mayfield Four, and I could not stop singing the song. I was driving around, I was singing it. And one night we were all hanging out in a big group after a show, and and I played it for everyone, and I sung the harmony with it, and that I had written, and everybody went, I want in. How do I get to be in this? You know? And so we recorded that one with a group of people that, you know, I never would have been able to play with that group. And it's not something that I'm going to perform. So it's just a one-off, and it's just a really special duet, and an opportunity to get to play with those people that I wouldn't usually get to. So it's more of it's fun for me. And it's a pet
Yeah.
project for me, but it's actually kind of blossomed into a really cool thing.
So you know that we've talked about this before. Like the three of us, we're all massive Miles Kennedy fans, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
Miles Kennedy and his band, before the rest of the world got to know him, the band, the Mayfield Four. Summer Girl is on the Second Skin record. I've said it before. It's my #1 desert island record. I could bring that one to the desert island, and that's all I would
Yeah.
need for the rest of my life to be happy. When you guys decided to put that one together, it was so special to me. And just like you know, it's one that you could sing around the campfire, and it's special. It's a pretty somber song, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it'll bring tears when you see him live. If you're cool with it, and the rest of the planet hasn't seen, this was the original Unexpected Duets video that you did. And before I play a little bit of it, you want to talk about the lineup that you had for that one?
Yeah. Well, and as you touched on, interestingly enough, I didn't realize that the people I was working with most of them knew the Mayfield Four, like yourself. Like people know Miles, and out of that grew a friendship with Martin Miser. So the bassist from the Mayfield Four is now a friend of ours, and coincidentally, MMN Productions filmed part two. So they have filmed the one that we're premiering today as well. So I'm super grateful for for this blossoming friendship, you know, this kind of chain of friends. It was really cool to know that members of the Mayfield Four actually got to see the video. I had no idea it was,
Yeah.
you know, gonna kind of blow up in that way. So in the first video, it is Jeff Buhner and myself. So Jeff is commonly known as like a bassist, but he also sings in the Loyal Order. And we've been buddies for a long time, but we never really had an opportunity to work together. So we did he's got a gruff, you know, really raspy voice. And so I have the operatic style, and we kind of pieced it together a little, I don't know, Beauty and the Beast as far as voices are concerned, not not looks. And then we put Mike Collins on drums. Brandon Cook played guitar, as well as myself, and Davey LaPrenzi on bass. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone. And I think that was it for the lineup. And then Rob Daker mixed it.
That's right. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and Rob actually, before all of us, Rob's been a dear friend of Miles for a long time, since way back in the day. And that must have been fun for him too, to kind of get to hear it, because he did some remixes for Mayfield 4 off their first record. So actually, no, it was off the Second Skin too. So props to Miles, props to Rob, and certainly props to Marty Meisner. So now that we've talked about the lineup, let's take a look really quick. I just got a segment of that video, but this is pretty awesome. So this is your first Unexpected Duets. This is Summer Girl.
I was placed at the foot of the grave of the one we lost forever. Jesus, please let us soul rest in peace and make way unto angels in heaven. Summer girl went away. Everything has been dying. Summer girl went away, and the sun doesn't shine. All alone in the house we call home, and the walls still echo of her laughter. We dream of a world far away. We dream of a world far away. And the sun doesn't shine. All alone in the house we call home, and the walls still echo of her laughter. We dream of a world far away.
Oh man, that is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. Uh, this has been really cool too during that to see where some people are watching. I see a lot of you guys are on Instagram, so thank you guys for tuning in. If you're there on Instagram or Facebook or any of these other spots, make sure you jump over to the YouTube channel because you're going to find some different stuff connected to this. You'll find the other video that I did with Sarah in the past. You're going to find connections with Jeff Buhner and the Loyal Order and lots of Mayfield 4 connected stuff. So, so do that. But now we've talked about the origin story. Did you plan on having this be a series? Were you going to do a bunch of songs dedicated to the unexpected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. I have a big list of people that I want to sing with. So this is my opportunity to make that happen. So, and there'll be different styles too, which is great.
You did kind of stay in the genre on part Deux, but this what made you choose "Love Is on the Way" from Saigon Kick as your second song?
I have loved that song ever since I heard it. And somehow it sort of made a resurgence. I think we were just talking about Saigon Kick one day, and I'm like, oh, we put it on and started singing it. And I was just like, this song is so good. I want to do something with it. But again, I don't have a place to play it. It doesn't fit with the other stuff that I'm doing. And so I wanted to do, a very special duet. I don't want to blow the surprise too much, but I think it's pretty obvious at this point who it's with. But I love layered harmonies. And for me, this song was like, you could put a choir in there, and that's kind of what we tried to do.
You said, so don't want to blow the surprise too much. Do you want to tell people about the lineup or you want to watch the music video first?
Oh, we can tell. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah. So tell me about the lineup and then maybe some of the people that are here in the chat might be surprised to see this departure for you, because they've seen you do operatic stuff, they've seen you do the hard stuff, and maybe they've seen you do Atlantis, but Saigon Kick and when I first heard the version after I tracked my parts, I didn't know who the other duet was part of. So I asked you, who is that on your other part vocal? And so who is your duet with?
My duet is with none other than Tim DeQuilletis.
Tim Deck.
So everyone knows him as a guitarist, but he has an amazing voice, and I really wanted to show that off. Not only as his partner in life, but his partner in music. I just feel like it's such a surprise. It's such an unexpected twist. We played it for Buhner, and he had no clue. And he was in the room, and Tim was singing along with it, and he still didn't even notice. He's like, I can't figure it out. So So in that duet, we have Tim on vocals. He also tracked the guitar. We did it at Opal Studios with Kevin Hahn, and he also did some fun embellishments on there. He added some EBO and some synth and some cool background sounds. Alan Hunter on bass. Jim Smoltz did the guitar solo, and then yourself played the drums.
It was an honor for sure. It was.
Oh, I'm so happy you did. Yeah.
Really, I was excited for a bunch of different reasons. I've gotten to play with Alan in bands and Kevin Hahn, the guy that produced that recorded and tracked the songs, and then and for sure, to get to record the video with Marty Meisner, the bass player from one of my favorite bands. It was just fun to hit, and and I used to cover that song back in cover band days of mine in college too. So that was a fun circle, but
and top Jimmy Smoltz. Like, I feel like you and Jim Smoltz have done some things together. I know I've sung with both of you before at some point with whatever project it was.
Jimmy, yes, for sure. So we did the Steel Horse Bon Jovi tribute together, and then we also, with you and Kim Smoltz, got to do Hair Assault, the sort of tribute to hard rock stuff in town. I think one show with that, which was fun. And I so missed playing with Jimmy and missed playing with Alan. So it was awesome thank you for bringing me into a room where I got to play with my local heroes and friends.
Definitely.
So you want to talk a little bit too about where you chose to shoot this music video? Cause that was kind of a special thing too.
Yeah. So we did the video at the Hollowed Halls, which is a recording and performance studio. And it was one of those things, we were looking for a venue, and it just kind of landed in our laps. And the cool thing for me was that's where I actually recorded my most recent Sarah Moon solo album. in the big room there. So it was nice to be back in that space. It's a beautiful hall, and people do rent it out for live shows in addition to just recording. And so it's a really versatile space, and it's gorgeous.
It was. It felt almost like a cathedral, a small cathedral.
Yeah,
So
agreed.
it was Hallowed Halls, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. What do you think? Let's
go.
share
Yeah.
this with the world. So this is the world video premiere of Love Is on the Way, Sarah Moon's Unexpected Duets.
I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight, baby. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight. Time of season wipes the tears. No rhyme or reason. No more fears. All the dreaming is far behind. You are here now, and everything's alright. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight, baby. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight. And in the morning I'll be gone away. All the things I left behind. If you need me, I'll come night or day. Let's stop the hands of Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight, baby. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight, baby. Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Let's give it one more try tonight.
Thank goodness for Saigon Kick. Thank goodness for patient people dealing with my tech issues today. My goodness. That's very cool. I appreciate you guys being willing to sit through that video, folks, again, the second time. But I'm hopeful that you heard it. And what an amazing, unexpected experience to hear you sing, Tim. That was really, really cool.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you.
Was it planned, Sarah, for us to hear this, us musicians to hear Tim perform it after we tracked the part?
Well, I mean, a couple people were there as we were tracking, but yeah, most people heard it after the fact.
Yeah.
So even the band was surprised at who was singing. Yeah.
That was great. That was awesome. Yeah. So the Aussies have heard it. I'm glad that you were patient. Is that your sister, Tim? Is that who is watching over there?
Oh, it could be.
Probably, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
We have some
okay.
Canadians
Awesome.
on as well, so
Yeah.
we're hitting
Awesome.
all ends of the
Uh,
world.
I see one special Canadian there. Hi, Rosebud. How you doing?
Ah,
I think because I had Do Not Disturb set on my devices, I didn't hear the frantic calls and letting me know that the audio wasn't working. So thank you for the heads up.
yeah.
Uh,
Here
so
we
you
are.
mentioned that you don't want to leak that you've got some other unexpected duets coming in the future, but let's forecast a couple years down the road when Infatuation Junkies and Sarah Moon's and Fear of the Dark and Barracuda's success have gotten you to the pinnacles of all heights of music, and you get anyone on the planet to sing a duet with. Who is your dream bucket list guest?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. There's so many. Oh my gosh, that's a big list. I mean, you know what would be fun is to go back and actually sing Summer Girl with Miles. That's been
Oh,
on my list. And Jason Bieler and I have been like, we've been playing the same festivals, but I've never met him. So I'm like,
oh
um,
yeah.
but gosh, I mean, yeah, from Alanis to Sarah McLaughlin to Miles Kennedy to, oh, Dave Grohl.
Well,
There'd be so many.
oh yeah, I could certainly see the Grohl thing. Watching you do the Barracuda gig a couple weeks ago,
Mhm.
and hearing how well your voice blended with Donna's, it's such a believable and authentic tribute. That your Nancy Wilson was so perfect to the Ann Wilson partner there. I could see you pairing up with Ann in person. That'd be a good one.
Ooh, that'd be
And,
fun.
and you're not that far off from connecting with Alanis or Sarah, right? They're not
Right.
that. It's at least in terms of proximity. But Miles will be
Definitely.
around, as you know, in November, so hopefully you can track him down as well.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would just like to meet him someday because I just appreciate his musical talent. His
Yeah,
caliber is amazing. Yeah.
guy's got some stories. I got to tell you, and
Oh,
it's
I'm
pretty
sure.
amazing. Late scratching. Thank you for you. They said they're getting back to work. Yeah, so they're 18 hours difference from where we're at here right now. So all right. So we talked about schedules. So we know that your Infatuation Junkie gig is tomorrow night. We got Friday night at Billy
Yes.
Blues, and
Yes.
who else are you playing with tomorrow night?
We are playing with Nevermind, the Seattle-based Nirvana tribute.
Awesome.
So
Okay,
we're having
I
a
did.
co-headline. So it's just going to be a lot of raucous music. It's going to be
Nice.
super fun. Yeah. And then on Saturday, we're actually with Barracuda up at the Spanish Ballroom in Tacoma.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I'll be skirting by. I'm going to catch your show and then head onward to Vancouver. So I'll miss the Spanish, but
Wonderful.
I'm glad I get to see you do the gig tomorrow. And then as far as Hairfest go, we talked about this earlier. We've got Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden tribute playing at
Yeah.
Hairfest. And of course, Barracuda is going to be playing there as well. What
Yeah.
else do you guys have going on this summer?
That's a loaded question. We have about 30 shows this summer between all of our bands. So it's a nice action-packed summer. Lots of driving to Canada for us, which is usual for me.
That's awesome.
Not a
Yeah.
lot of free time.
Yeah. But we're going to
You
sneak
got
in
your
some
Nexus.
vacations too.
Have you got your
No, we
Nexus?
actually have global
Oh,
entry. So you can't have both. And so we ended up getting global entry instead of Nexus. But yeah.
you can have both. I've got both, and it's an important
Really?
thing.
Really? They
Yeah.
keep telling me
You,
that he can't. Okay, I'll have to know
you,
the secret from you on how to get both.
you, yeah. I mean, I can't
I
tell you
think
the
you just have
secret to be able to
Kevin
get
Rankin.
by unscathed, but
Yeah, you just got to be
but
Kevin Rankin. No, we were in line. We did the thing where you can circumvent the line at the border if you
Duty
go
free.
to the duty free store and you buy
yeah.
like $15 worth of stuff. So we did that, and then we still were stuck in the line for 2.5 hours. Was it last
Oh,
2 Saturdays
Two
ago?
Saturday, well, they'll close it
They closed
already.
already on the way back. We were like, 2.5 hours.
oh, really? That night?
Yeah.
Because
No,
I
we did it
have
the next
found.
day. I
Okay, that's
usually
the
travel at
trick.
night, and we're getting in and out of Canada at like 1 or 2 in the morning. But we had driven up and then played the show, and it was like, okay, let's get some rest. So we didn't want to
Oh,
chance it.
yeah,
So we slept and
yeah.
left the next day. But Saturday is a tough day to cross the border.
It is during the daytime. Yes. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you guys? Since you've got 30 shows this summer, that's a lot of schedules to
Yeah.
manage. Is there a central calendar that we can find where you're playing?
Oh, that would be amazing if we had one database, but I would start with infatuationjunkiealanis.com,
Okay.
and then sarahmoonmusic.com. And those
Okay.
are our handles for everything. So if you're on socials and you look up Infatuation Junkie Alanis, you'll find us there. And
And
then
you said sarahmoonmusic.com is
sarahmoonmusic.com. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and then
I,
fearofthedark.us is our website, and then we've got the
essential tribute to Heart.
Heart.
Yeah. I'm not
unreal.
exactly
Oh
sure
my
what that
goodness.
website is.
You're gonna have to find just about 15 domains that you can just route to themselves, but you'll have the
Yeah,
same kind
that's
of
a good
tech
idea.
issues that we had here on this site. Uh, I'm so grateful, you guys. I do so appreciate the fact that you were willing to work out the snafus. And if people got here late, my suggestion is go to the beginning of the episode, listen to all the stories of the collective bands and the impetus for the Unexpected Duets, and then just skip through the tech stuff so that you can get to the actual video that had the audio with it. And then, hopefully we'll get a chance for you to be able to get all those dream bucket list guests for your Unexpected Duets. But congratulations on this premiere. I think it's an amazing video and a really remarkable song. So you did a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Thank you,
Thank
Kevin.
you for being a part of it too.
Yeah. And thanks for having us on the show. It's always fun to hang out, whether we're in person or digitally here, virtually.
Yeah. Now, the next time maybe we'll do it backstage at one of these events. If I could
Sounds
be at
great.
Hairfest, I would love to do that one. But I will be gigging on
You're
my
going to be
own.
somewhere else in the world. Yeah, makes sense.
One of these places up here.
Good for you. Yeah. No, if people haven't checked out Hairfest, you got to come. It's just the best party, and it's
Mother of all tributes.
it's like none other. Yeah, between Hairfest and Rock the Locks, I think those are probably our two favorites, where it's just the people are peaceful, the music scene is incredible, and it's so diverse. There's something for everyone.
Absolutely.
That's the truth. So I've posted this up. If you guys are listening to the audio, if you go to sarahmoonmusic.com, you'll find everything related to Sarah. And I also added hairfest.com, HARE fest.com. It's in July. It's the most incredible conglomeration of world-class tributes. 2 days of tributes where people camp and stay and play. And it truly is one of the greatest times ever. So Sarah Moon and Tim Deck, I love you guys, and I'm so grateful for your time.
Love you too.
All you guys here in the chat. This was very, very cool. So thank you all the way from Canada and Australia and everywhere in between. I appreciate you being here. Thanks to Tim and Sarah. You guys have a beautiful day and be good humans.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much,
You as well,
Take
Kevin.
care.
Thank you.